This is Brother Bearman here at KFUI Radio. A little bit of history, maybe some liner notes. A little bit of history on rock and roll when they had everything on vinyl. And when they had to remaster some of the vinyl in the early 70s during the shortage, petroleum shortage, gas shortage, what have you. Some of the records were, they didn't have enough bass, and so they had to increase the specs on the inside the mixer room to try to make up for it. So they were using less petroleum on the vinyl before they would have them pressed and then shipped out. And then when the gas shortage stopped, they were making the same recordings, and then you'd play the same record of the same recording like 8 years later, and it was really bassy. And so they had to readjust it, but they did not catch on until after several LPs were pressed and sold. And then it also had a lot to do with the when they made CDs. They had the same specs, and so if you bought some of the CDs, they were like really bassy and stuff because they were using the same audio specs from the studio mixer room, and had to readjust the specs to have it not so bassy. So they once again sold millions of copies of several CDs, and they finally fixed it. So basically, it's interesting. When you run the curve, you run at 6 dB per octave, and I use Audacity for vinyl and or other recordings. So you do minus 6 dB per octave or plus 6 dB per octave if you're going to use a different type of medium. So Brother Bearman here at KFUI with a few liner notes about the history of rock and roll. Oh, this is a playlist. I used to listen to a guy named Wolfman Jack on WCFL. I had no idea that Wolfman Jack and Bob Surratt were nationwide, but guess what? They were like 32 minutes from my house on WCFL, AM 1000. And so, there you have it. I got a hold of Bob Surratt on Facebook, and he actually got back to me. So I got duck bumps. I mean, I remember hearing Bob Surratt with Wolfman Jack back in 1973. Okay, again, Brother Bearman here at KFUI, 107.7 FM Mantua Springs, translator at 107.5 Walsenburg, and then, of course, global. The Walsenburg translator is fed off the main studio in Mantua Springs. Same playlist, same music. Thank you for tuning in, and please keep sending the request. Have a good day.